Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about two-dimensional arrays using a real-life example. Look at the example. It's a cinema theater. A cinema theater seating arrangement. This example will make us understand two-dimensional arrays very easy. In a cinema theater, seats are arranged in the forms of rows and columns. I mean to say each seat has a row number and a column number. This is exactly how a two-dimensional array is going to work. Look, if I'm considering a very mini cinema theater consisting of only 2 rows and 4 columns, look at the array, how the array is declared. It is declared using the syntax, data type, array name, followed by the row size and the column size. Int a of 2, 4. We also say it as 2 cross 4. How does the memory look like? There will be 2 rows and 4 columns. Remember, while learning single dimensional arrays, we have learned that the index of an array always starts from 0. So the first element of the array will be a of 0, 0, followed by 0, 1, 0, 2 and 0, 3. The second row consists of elements 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2 and 1, 3. If there are 3 rows and 3 columns, and this is how the elements are going to be arranged. Look at the example. 2 rows and 4 columns, 10, 20, 30, 40, 11, 22, 33, 44 are the data items found in 2 rows and 4 columns respectively. If there are 3 rows and 3 columns, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are examples of data items that are seen in the 3 rows and columns respectively. So to make our understanding simple, so let us define a two-dimensional array as a data structure that stores data in the form of rows and columns, that is a table format. It is very useful when data is actually stored in the form of a grid or a table. Some of the real-world examples of two-dimensional arrays include student marks table. So this example shows 3 students whose marks in subject 1, 2 and 3 are stored in the form of a table or otherwise a matrix. Taking image processing into account, machines store images as pixels, as rows and columns. So two-dimensional arrays plays a vital role in image processing. Your famous games like tic-tac-toe and chess simulation problems. If you want to simulate a chess, you need a 8x8 grid. Tic-tac-toe, a 3x3 grid. So these are classical examples of two-dimensional arrays. Spreadsheets, the Excel data. Again, the Excel is made up of rows and columns. This is also a perfect example of two-dimensional arrays. Now, let us learn how to initialize the two-dimensional array. So how should I declare? I should declare with the data type followed by the array name followed by the row size and the column size. So this is an example declaration. Now the question is, how should I initialize my 2D array? There are 2 types of initialization. Look at the method 1. It's called as direct initialization, where I directly initialize the data items of the array, the rows. So the curly braces differentiate the rows here. There are 2 rows. Inside 2 rows, there are 3 column elements. Or I can do it with this method, which is called as partial initialization, where I directly give all the 6 data items. So even if I don't discriminate rows here, the data items gets filled row by row. Now the next question should be, how should I access elements? Obviously, I use my printf and scanf statements. How? I can say printf %d arr 1, 2. If that is the case, the data element present at the first row and the second column will be printed. How should I input? Scanf %d arr 1 followed by column 2. So this is how the memory layout of the data items present inside the respective row and column indices look. Fine. So we are done with the declaration, initialization and simple accessing of elements using a two-dimensional array. Let us move into a simple example. So this is my example where the name of the array is marks. The data type of the array is integer. There are 2 rows and 3 columns. Look, there are 2 rows and 3 columns. What are the contents inside the 2 rows and 3 columns? 80, 70, 90, 60, 75, 85 are the contents residing inside the 2-dimensional array. So you can imagine this in the form of a matrix or just a table-like structure, a simple grid-like structure. So I'm trying to print these values. Okay. So to print these values, I need a nested for loop. I appreciate and advise all of you to look into my nested for loop video before looking at 2-dimensional array video. Right. So there is a nested for loop. The outer for loop is for the row. So it reads I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Yes, the row size is 2. Look at the inner for loop. It reads j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Yes, the column size is 3. So this nested for loop runs and I print marks of I comma j. Right. So why do these 2-dimensional arrays are so powerful and superior? Yes, after learning and understanding these type of arrays, you can easily learn and implement or simulate matrices. Say for example, matrix addition, subtraction, multiplication, finding transpose of a matrix, etc. You can easily understand data structures like matrix representations of graphs, larger graph mining problems, image processing basics, game development basics, dynamic programming tables. Also, database like table storage mechanisms could be easily understood if suppose you are thorough with 2-dimensional arrays. So again, how does these arrays work internally? Internally, memory is stored contiguously one after the other. Row 1 followed by row 2 followed by row 3 followed by row 4 etc. up till row n. It is n cross n, so it follows the contiguous order. So this type of 2-dimensional array understanding is very important. Hope this video makes you clear with what is 2-dimensional arrays. There are any doubts, please post it in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear the doubts. Thank you. Happy learning.